Hi, I'm eating disorder expert Libby Parker, and I created this video to give you a brief look into the complex topics of males and eating disorders or body image issues, and what to do if you've been avoiding getting help. Roughly a quarter of people identified with having an eating disorder are male. This is an increasing number, and many scholars, myself included, believe that this is not because more males are developing eating disorders, but rather more are reaching out for help than ever before. This is so good. For many males and people who don't know better, eating disorders are often stereotyped as a girl's disorder. Thankfully, this is a stereotype that's slowly falling away as more people are understanding that eating disorders affect all genders, races, and sizes, but the stereotype still exists. Although more males are getting help, there's still a big stigma around admitting that you have eating, exercise, or body image issues, and that they have to do with emotions. Because of this, there's still very few males in treatment centers and support groups, and finding male-only support is difficult. This is a great area of need. If you have the heart and ideas to make a more male-only treatment available, this is an amazing area of potential. Please do it. Males have unique behaviors and thought processes in the development of an eating disorder. Whereas for females, it's more socially acceptable to talk about feelings, body, and beauty standards. For many males, talking about these things is just not done. Yet the standards of male beauty is becoming more and more unattainable. Simply looking at action figures over the years like Batman and G.I. Joe, the characters are becoming more and more muscular and unattainably lean. Covers of men's magazines and advertisements feature similar standards of airbrushed and Photoshop models. While boys and men are looking at these images, they're also told not to share their feelings and emotions and have difficulty expressing feelings, or told to be a man. Eating disorders, regardless of gender, are not as much about food and body image and media as they are a way to deal with, or rather not deal with, emotions. Eating disorders are a coping mechanism used when other coping skills are not well developed. Being very hungry or very full, spending lots of energy focused on food or exercise are all ways of numbing emotions or distracting oneself from having to deal with feelings about a certain situation or stressor. These eating disorders may show up as not eating enough to fuel the body, binge eating to feel full and comforted, binging and purging in an attempt to feel in control when they feel out of control, reverse anorexia or bigorexia, where the goal is to get big muscles, excessive exercise, with or without body image issues, laxative or other substance abuse, chewing and spitting out food, being very preoccupied with food and adhering to strict diets in an attempt at control, or refusing to feed themselves as possibly a way to stay childlike and avoid life situations. Along with food behaviors, comorbid issues like anxiety and depression are very, very common. Sexual identity also plays a role in the development of an eating disorder. According to the National Eating Disorder Association, at some point in their life, approximately 15% of gay and bisexual men versus about 5% of heterosexual men will suffer from some form of disordered eating. For the LGBTQ community, standards of beauty are often difficult or more extreme, and they may feel they have to engage in harmful behaviors to fit in. Many have traumatic histories such as family members not understanding or disowning them for coming out, and food behaviors are a way to cope with those emotions or feel lowered testosterone levels as the body becomes more malnourished. The most important thing I want to say in this video is that eating disorders are just as dangerous for males as for females. Males are not more protected from negative consequences like organ failure and critical inner voice of the disorder. It scares me to think that so many men will not talk about their emotions or behaviors because they want to keep it inside. If you're struggling, please know the stigma is going away and you can be someone who helps create that change. If you're unsure of what to do, here are some first steps. The first things that would be good to do are see your medical doctor and tell them about your food and exercise behaviors, any concerning symptoms that you have like chest pain or racing thoughts, and that you want to get help. They should do a complete physical on you, including blood tests. Another good first step, and these can go in either order, is to find a licensed mental health professional, a counselor or therapist, and/or a registered dietitian who specializes in eating disorders. Talking through what's going on and developing a plan to reduce harmful behaviors and get your nutrition on track is so important to your quality and length of life. For a list of first steps that you can print out and an easy form to fill out that you can give your healthcare provider if you're not sure how to bring up your disordered eating issues, please check the links in the description below this video. These are free resources to you, so there's no excuse not to get started. You are worthy just as you are. Please ask for help if you need it. This doesn't make you weak. On the contrary, it makes you infinitely stronger.